Hello, Scorpio. This is Mary Elizabeth with the Sacred Love Tarot, and this is your March 2025 Zodiac forecast. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, hit the comment, subscribe, hit the notification button, and comment. Thank you so very much for being here. And let us see, Scorpio, what your what your month looks like. Yeah, we have just an abundance of blessings coming in. You're being guided to use your intuition more, and this this abundant of blessings or blessings of abundance, um, it changes the trajectory of your family, um, of your finances, of the ease and the comfortability. Right? Maybe it's been very difficult for you to pay bills. Maybe it's been very difficult for you to put gas in the tank. Maybe it's been very difficult for you to buy your kids what they need, or to buy your significant other what they need, or maybe it's been very difficult for you to buy the medicine or the food or whatever. There is a huge blessing coming to you in March, Scorpio, and this is really going to have a significant change in your life. And this is all about using your intuition and allowing yourself to be open. Listen, allow yourself to be open to receive. Allow yourself to be open to receive. There is a new path that leads you to new opportunities, and allow yourself to be open to receive. The Page of Wands is you just taking a different path here. You taking a different path. You recognizing that the path that you're on is not where you want to be. It is not profitable to you. It is not giving you what you need to sustain yourself, your significant other, your family, whomever it is that you're taking care of. Or whatever it is that you need. It's not sustainable. So this is you following your intuition, and your intuition is telling you there is a better path ahead. There is a better path for you. So you pack up what little you have, figuratively speaking, and you change direction. And as you change direction, you can feel the energy shift, and you step into this new feeling um, of abundance, this new feeling of passion and independence, this new feeling of strength and courage. And as you start to walk down this path, the Seven of Cups is just all about choosing the blessing. This is the blessing. This is the blessings. This is what fires you up and gets your emotions going. The opportunity for a new job, new money, new love, a new house, new opportunities, reaching for the stars, changing how you think, how you feel, being more open and receiving. However, we have the Four of Cups, and we also have the Nine of Wands. So the Four of Cups tells us that it's very difficult for you to be open to receiving. It's almost like you get 5 minutes before the miracle, and then you go, well, maybe this miracle isn't for me. Maybe I don't deserve it. And Dimes to Donuts says that you were brought up in an environment to where you were always told no. You were brought up in an environment to where you were always told, we don't have the money for that. You were brought up in an environment to where money, or the conversation about money, caused emotional, heated debates or arguments. And probably the majority of the time, the bills weren't being met. Groceries were sparse. Hand-me-downs this, that, and the third. So it's very difficult for you to be very open to accepting the blessings that are being bestowed upon you. You feel like you're not worth it. You don't feel like you deserve it. You don't feel the stability and the balance. You don't feel the knowledge. You don't feel that you have everything it takes to make this opportunity successful. And it's been a real struggle for you. And it will continue to be a struggle for you until you recognize that you are worth this. You are worth this, Scorpio. You are worth this abundance. You are worth this passion. You are worth this independence. You are worth this fire. You are worth this. And all you have to do is continue to work on yourself to recognize that you are worth it. Look in the mirror, tell yourself that you're worth it. Get around people who see your worth. Get around people who see what you bring to the table. Allow them to bestow appreciation and recognition on you. Do things that surround you with appreciation and recognition. Even if you do the dishes, say to yourself, I appreciate you for doing the dishes. Feel it. If you clean the house, I appreciate you for cleaning this house. I appreciate you for making a beautiful home for your family. I appreciate you for driving to the store and getting what needs to be got. I appreciate you for doing the side jobs that you do. I appreciate you for working overtime. Say it to yourself. Say it to yourself until you start to cry. Say it to yourself until you start to feel it. That is the work that needs to be done. That is the energy that needs to be put into your psyche to allow yourself to be open to receiving. There needs to be balanced here. And the problem is that you go one way or another. There's never an in between. There's either down the rabbit hole of not feeling appreciated or feeling so appreciated that when somebody gives you something, it brings on the energy of not deserving, and it's back down that unappreciative rabbit hole again. So there needs to be a sense of appreciation and recognition here. That's the work you need to do on yourself. Now, there are other people around you who are making your life equally as difficult. You want to change things in your life that create a space and a place for this abundance. There are people in your life who are attempting to keep you down, who are attempting to keep you in this position of struggle, who are attempting to keep you in this position of feeling unworthy or undeserving. And it's time for you to go. It's time for you to release all of those burdens. Because here's the thing, the burdens that we carry around are burdens most likely from the past. And we can't do anything to change that. We can't do anything to change what has happened in the past. We can't do anything to change our parents' mentality about money or opportunity or finances. We can't go back in time and change how our grandmother and grandfather and all of those ancestral people leading up to you have looked at money, their relationship with money, their relationship with work, their relationship with accountability, their relationship with giving and receiving, their relationship with value, et cetera, et cetera. We can't do it. We can't do it. But it's not our responsibility and obligation to hold on to their misgivings. It's not our responsibility and obligation to hold on to that trauma. It's not our responsibility or obligation to hold on to that poverty energy or that poverty mindset that has come with the people before us. So with that King of Wands energy, this is about changing. This is about changing how we feel, changing what we're doing, changing how we think. Again, that passion, that independence, that strength, and that courage, and using that to release and let go of all of um, those things that you carry, those responsibilities that you carry. And let me tell you, the moment that you start releasing those responsibilities, the moment you start releasing those things that you have taken responsibility or accountability for from the past is the past. We don't have a time machine. We can't go back and fix it. And let me tell you, if you could go back and fix it, your life would have taken another turn, and who knows where you'd be. You may not be in the best setting for what it is that you desire, but if you allowed yourself to be open to it, the things in your life at this moment can change. You can go from feeling unworthy, undesired, in a poverty mindset where no one sees your worth, to everyone seeing your worth, to happy, to abundance and prosperity, to knowing that you are deserving of all of this, regardless of the past, to not struggling so much and really being in the moment and making a place and a space for all of this to come in and to enjoy it. So that Two of Wands energy is using that visualization. It is using that visualization to manifest and create. And we talked about surrounding yourself with people who really see your value, who really appreciate you and recognize you. And it's time to bring closure to the past. Time to bring closure to the past. I'm sorry, there was a glare and I had to get rid of it. So it's time to bring closure to all of that that isn't. It's time to bring closure to the struggle. It's time to bring closure to you carrying around all of those responsibilities and obligations that are long past due to be released. It's time to bring closure to feeling as if you owe everybody an explanation on what you're doing and where you're going and how you're feeling, etc., etc. It is time for you to bring closure to feeling that you're not worthy or deserving of what spirit source God is bringing to you, what it is that you've been working for. It's time to bring closure. It's time to walk away from all of that. It's time to close the doors on it. We can see the door in the background. It's closed and she's walking a new path, just like the Page of Wands. We're walking that new path. We're not allowing that has come before us to dictate and determine where we go. And if we did that, if we did that, if we allowed if we allowed the generational poverty, if we allowed the things that have happened in the past that that were our parents, our grandparents, our great grandparents, and our great great grandparents, if we allowed all of that to affect us, if we allowed all of that to choose the path that we would be on, it would most likely be the same path. Because if they didn't heal from it, and they didn't heal from it, and then they didn't heal from it, if they didn't change it, if they didn't change it, if they didn't change it, then it most likely travels right down through the line, and then we are still. And look, there are times, even me, I grew up poor, food stamps, trailer park, the whole 9 yards, hand me down clothes. Um, Sleeping with my sister in the same bed. Um, uh, just, I mean, car on blocks and everything. It's the stereotype. Um, my grandma and grandpa, great, 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 great. Anyway, so I feel undeserving. I feel that because I've come from a long line of all of this poverty, that I too should be impoverished. That to step into abundance and prosperity would be a trespass against all of those in my past who didn't have money or who didn't have advantage or who didn't have um, wealth or who didn't have um, clothes or food or whatever. It's the guilt. So we have to get rid of that guilt. We have to follow our dreams and meditate for that creativity, meditate for that passion, meditate for those dreams, meditate for those desires. So I hope that made sense. I hope that made sense. And the last two cards are nostalgia, sentimentality, and memory. So that nostalgia, that memory, all of that is the thinking of that past, right? It's very sentimental to us, right? We look at the past and how our parents or our grandparents or our great grandparents lived, and we ask ourselves, would it be a disrespect to them for me to live better, right? And we start thinking about all of that nostalgia, that sentimentality, the memory of. And then we have to step into our strength and our courage to bring clarity and to understand that if we are the first of a line of many to be able to break that curse or to break those chains or to break that that pattern, isn't that better than putting that responsibility on your children or your children carrying that responsibility and putting it on theirs? You could be the first. Allow yourself to be the first. Allow yourself to be the first. And I'm guided to do one angel card for you, Scorpio. I hope that is okay. So we have Seven of Water, a complex decision, the need to do research and stop procrastinating. We have the World, a job well done, joy, contentment, gratitude, a path to enlightenment. And then we have the Six of Water. The Six of Cups is nostalgia. We had the Six of Cups already. Memories from your history or childhood. and romanticizing the past or issues regarding children. So this also has to do with family. We talked about that. It's very important that you pave the way for something better for your children. And so when your children get older, they can strive for something better because you strive for something better. And then we have the tin of water. A connected and rewarding family life, your emotional and material needs are all met in a trustworthy relationship. So I hope that helps, my friend. Have a great and wonderful March. There's a lot to think about here. Know that you're divinely guided and loved. Bye.